So, welcome to part 4. If you recall, we left it with me saying that I'm going to fly around and earn some money. I've done about, I don't know, about 7, 8 flights, something like that. I'm pretty close experience-wise to my second officer, and I think we left it on something like 35, 40,000. I'm now on almost 70,000. So I want to increase that though substantially through an exploration. So this tutorial will cover basically the exploration side of things, and also if we get time, I'll go into the AI pilots. I think we will. So yeah, explorations. Where are the exploration points? You find them when you click on Flight Manage here. I'm already there, and then you scroll out as far as you can and look for the purple exclamation mark. Right, here he is. And it's not that, well, it's a fair whack, but it's not that far away. Now that's important. If it was somewhere like over here or over here, then to beam myself, to transport myself over there would cost a lot of money. It may eat up pretty much all or most of the profits that I make. But if it's relatively close to where you are, and these are pretty much randomly generated, you can't change where these end up, then it's going to cost obviously less to transport yourself or even fly over there. I don't recommend flying over there. It will take me a week in my Cessna 172. So we're going to transport myself over there. And where do I need to go? Well, all you need to do is hover over the exploration point, and you see the nearest airport. So LHNY is where I want to be. I say I and not I and my plane because we're going to rent a plane when we're there. So I go to the pilots here, the career page, and then click on move pilot. And I've already forgotten where I'm going. So let's try again. LHNR, I believe it was. Right, remember LHNY. LHNY, take me to LHNY. As you can see, it's going to cost around almost $14,000, but it's worth it. Don't forget, it's going to cost that to go back to your plane as well. So you're looking at around $27,000 just to take part in this, but the rewards far outweigh the cost. So we're going to do it. We're going to go there. Ta-da! I'm now at LHNY. Now what I want to do is rent a plane. Why not stick with a Cessna 172? Here, I'm just going to type in. You'll notice here, by the way, it gives you a list of where you are, and note there is no 172 where I am at the moment, which is LHNY. So we need to find where there is one. So if we click here, just type in G1000, then sort by distance. Okay. I can rent one 37 nautical miles away, so it's not going to cost a lot to transport the plane to me. LHMC, these are okay for what I need, so let's rent it. Yes. Aircraft has been added to your hangar. Thank you very much. Now you go to your hangar, and because it wasn't actually where I was, fairly close by, but not where I was, I need to bring this place to where I am. So bring this aircraft to pilot location. Voila. And then this should show me, yeah, there I am. So I'm now in the plane. I'm in the recommended departure point, which is LHNY. So let's go and do a little bit of planning here. So LHNY, I need to go here northwestish to this point here. Hopefully find my gold, and it makes sense really just to simply fly on to LHAB. Okay, but the most important thing I need to do, first of all, is check what livery I've got. I've rented a new plane, so I need to know which one it is. The Kenmore livery. Okay. Right then, let's go over to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've already got the Skyhawk 1000 in, but I'm wanting the livery of Kenmore. Where are you, young man? There you are. So the planes now match. Departure from where I am now, which is LHNY. And I'm going to, excuse me, where am I going to? I'm going to LHAB from there up there. Right, LHAB. So LHAB. LHAB. I'm arriving here. Quickly do this round there. And departing here from here. There we are. Right, everything should be green. Let's see what the score is. Oh, plane's right, LHNY will be right, so that's excellent.
Hello, pilot. Let's see what's on the books for you today.
What's on the books is making big money.
Ready for engine start. Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Okay, let's do this. I'll just check my weights and balances, make sure, yeah, that's fine. So, now then, this is an important part here. Zoom in here. Altitude. Now, I would normally go around 1500 feet. Start off with, as you would normally do any flight here, vertical speed 300, but this is where it differs. We need to go into heading mode, so make sure your heading bug is where you are, which is there. Go into heading mode, there. Okay, so we're going to navigate through the heading. That's green, it shouldn't be, so if I click on CDI I'll get it changed to the, there we go, GPS. Right, so altitude check, vertical speed on, I want heading mode on, heading bug is central. I basically want to head northwest, pretty much really in the direction I'm going anyway. Because don't forget we've got to stop off at the exploration point. I'm not going to take you all the way through this. You'll rejoin me once I'm around about close to the exploration point.
Transporter from dispatch. You are less than 5 miles from an exploration point. Search 1 mile around the map icon.
Okay, well, let's reduce speed. Let's go to an outside view. That's some 1 mile. Just zoom in on Neofly. I'm about right angle wise. Let's pitch my view down and start scanning. Zoom in a little bit. Now it's not easy when you've got a bunch of trees. You're not always going to find it. I hope I find it for the purposes of this video. We're coming in. Close to a nautical mile. Could be in this village here. Wouldn't surprise me. Right, I'm coming to almost directly on top of my point. in which case I'll probably pause it a little bit. It's got to be around here soon. Please be around here. Okay, I'm coming over the point now. Oh, what's that? That's it there, that's it there. Right, let's not lose track of this. Right, remember where we are, folks. Going round. Where is the bloody thing? You don't actually need to stop right at the right next to the plane, as in immediately. If you're about, I don't know, 300 to 400 meters away, you should still be okay in theory. There it is. That's it there. That's it right there. So I've got to land. Now where's it best to land? I'll just carry on round. Stressing out, yeah. It's just a touch and go actually. So let's go. Come on, land.
Oh my god, you found it.
Right, full
An old
speed
juicy
ahead.
unexplored wreck. Good
Well,
job,
hey.
Junior.
Right, I've got to take off. I can take off now. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I've got 5 gold. Okay, I'm now going to fly on to wherever it was I was flying on to. And yeah, I'll see you at landing or just after. So, well, let's get rid of that annoying sound. Let's come back here. So, go to marketplace. How many have I got on board? 5. Yes, indeed. So let's sell my gold. So you click on gold. 225,000. Yes, I do. Ah. Oh, look at that, folks. 233,510. Not forgetting I started off with just under 70,000. So what's that? I've tripled it pretty much. 70. Yeah, that will do. That will do very nicely indeed. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is an exploration. You can get 4, 5, and up to really about 15. I think more than that. I think I've had about 17 or 18 gold before from an exploration. 4, 5 is normally your minimum, but I believe at this rank, if you like, 4, 5's pretty much all you can hope for. But 4 or 5, you got there 200 odd thousand. So yeah, that'll do nicely, sir. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, but now we've landed, of course, we can now go to the hangar and return your rented aircraft so you get your deposit back. So there's another 45,000. And now I need to take my pilot back to where I was, EDKR. EDKR. Yeah, okay, lose 13, that's all right there. Still 266, so we're pretty much where we were. Stick myself back in the plane. 266,000, so 225,000 purely from one flight, from one exploration flight. So yeah, that's explorations. Now, AI pilots. Okay, so AI pilots. Let's have other people make money for us, eh? So how do we do that then? Well, first of all, you want to make sure that you've actually got the package for pilots. That should come with a bundle, or you can purchase it separately. Where to check is to click here on this button here. You see that's your staff screen. Um, Read all this. Now, if you haven't got it, it says here I haven't got it, but I have. It's just that I need to put in the activation key. So get hired pilots, you can click there and purchase it separately, or as I say, get the full bundle. Now I've already done that. So once you've purchased it, you'll receive an email with the key, and you would put in your email address there, and obviously your key there. Press OK. Um, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I won't be showing you, but yeah, join me back in a second. Okay, once you've entered in your key, when you click on this button here now, you'll see that we've got ourselves a hired pilot. Berlin is his name. 45%. Now, just quickly go through these. 45%, that's to do with basically landing ability and maneuvering ability. This is your efficiency, yeah, for mainly for longer flights, but we're A-class planes, so we're not going to be flying large distances. And this is your health. Now, after each flight of your AI pilot, they're going to lose health basically through fatigue. You do not want to, you want to check regularly here and ensure that your AI pilot isn't really below, well, I'll call it 70%. Okay. That's quite a few flights to actually reach that, but make sure you do check. If you're having a long session, you can forget, because of course at a certain point they're more likely to make mistakes. So, excuse me. So yeah, make sure you have that above 70%, I'd say. Here we have four buttons. Here is your fire this pilot. That's land at the nearest airport. I've never had call to use this pilot will try to sell market goods at the market. Now, the pilot selling it normally means he'll get a little cut of the, if you like, the profit. So I personally wouldn't have this checked. I'd uncheck this. And here we have the ability to chain jobs together, assuming enough fuel and health, so you can actually plan, what's at your destination, what can you then buy to sell on to the next destination, and if you like, stack them up or daisy chain them like that. I don't normally do that. I like full control, so I normally tend to leave these two off. Okay. If we go to our hangar, you'll find, oh, we have a new plane. That's the default plane you're going to get for your hired pilot. That's given to you, doesn't cost you anything. But you do actually, by the way, when you activate pilots, you get 10,000 bonus. So I'm now on 291,000, which is plenty of money. The vast majority of this, of course, has come from that very useful exploration we just did. So, right, so yeah, the plane. If you notice, the payload is just, it's almost 400 pounds, which is pretty poor, really. You want the largest cargo capacity possible for your market runs. Compare that to, say, the Cessna, which is 867 pounds. Okay. However, there is an A-class plane that has more than even the Cessna, and that is the X-Cub. So what I recommend you do, you don't have to, you can go straight into it, but what I recommend you do is you sell this plane straight away. So you've got this plane, sell your aircraft, you sell it for 15,000. So there we are, we're now on 306,000. So of course you now need to replace that plane. So what we want to do is really rent out an X-Cub. So click here, simply type in here at the top X-Cub. Sort by distance, so there's not a great transport thing. Okay, we've got the Asobo X Cub right here. It's 84 nautical miles away, but that's okay to rent. So let's do that, shall we? So we rent this X Cub right here. Oh, by the way, try not to rent out skis and floats because they're less dynamic and actually have a lower speed rate, if you like. So I'm going to rent out the standard X Cub here. On the right here, you'll see rent. Click on that. The aircraft has been added to your hangar at EDLV. Wonderful. So if we go to our hangar, we'll see uh, that's where our new X-Cub is. Of course, we haven't got a pilot there, so what we need to do now is move our AI pilot to this location. You cannot move the AI pilots aeroplanes at all. You'll notice there's not an option here to transport that plane anywhere. So first of all, we're going to do is I could click here, but bring this aircraft to pilot location, and it would go back to where, if you recall, my AI pilot is where I am, EDKR. I'm not going to do that for the simple reason we'll be sharing goods in the marketplace. So I want a separate, if you like, departure place. So let's bring our AI pilot to this destination, which is EDLV. So if we click here again, we can move Mr. Berlin there. Now the thing is, I'm not entirely sure if we want to keep Berlin even. Maybe there's another pilot to hire that has a higher rate, if you like, higher dexterity. So if we click here, view pilot market, we'll see here what we got, 47. Okay, it's just a couple percentage more, but yeah, why not? So let's go back here and let's fire this guy. Bye bye Berlin. And hire a main man, Ghost Rider. Click here, hire this pilot. Now he's at EDFY. We don't want him at EDFY. We want him at, go back to my hangar, remember that, EDLV. So we click here, move pilot, EDLV. Yeah, it's going to cost a little bit of money. That's okay. So he's now at, so if we go back to our hangar, if I click here, I should be, oh, there he is. Okay, so there's my main man in my main plane, AI wise. So now it's essentially exactly the same as if you were flying it yourself. So now what I do is I go to the goods market. So, oh, look at this lovely jubbly. He's got phones. Now, one thing I would do, if you go back to your hangar, you'll notice when you know, purchase or rent a plane, your fuel's at half full. I need nowhere near that much fuel, so I'm actually going to reduce the fuel here to around there. Why am I doing that? Because it gives me more weight for cargo to put on. So about 44 pounds, that's enough. We're only doing short hops, don't forget. You don't want, you know, your weight taken up by fuel. So yep, I want to remove that. You don't actually lose money there, as you see. So yeah, back to here. Phones, come to daddy. So let's get some phones on board, remembering we've only got 274,000. So we also, of course, want a bit of money left over for your own plane. So phones are expensive, so we're not going to get many, but let's have a look. 253. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe a bit less. No, actually, because it's phones, sod it. It's high profit. So I'm going to spend pretty much all of it if I can, or most of it. 272, 250. Oh God, it's fiddly. Oh, that'll do. 253,800 on phones. Get in there. Right, now, I'll say two ways to do that. We'll go around the clock here compared to market. Well, here we go. Why not? We'll just may as well settle there. He's real close too. So EDLG. Okay, zoom in here. And yeah, that's even got a star here, which means out of all of them, that's the highest profit margin. So phones, let's take him there. So what do you do? Well, you right click on the destination EDLG, which is blue, always blue. So right click, create transit mission. Yes, I do. And then once you've done that, don't forget to click here. It's not that intuitive, but you've got the little blue thing here. If you click that, away he goes. So he is now flying to, where was it? EDLG. Now you can check on his progress, make sure that's highlighted, and click here on staff, and then you can, if you can't see it, zoom out until you see the plane in the air. And if you put your mouse over it, you will find the ETA, estimated time of arrival, is 16:25, which, looking at my clock now, is in about 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so let's change. ETA is now 16:26, so yeah, still about 4 minutes. So I'm not going to do anything with my own plane. I can't anyway. I've got no money for it. But he's now going to fly there, and I'm not going to make you wait. I'll join you again once he's actually arrived and go through the process. Then, oops, I forgot to click this by the looks of it. Yeah, because I changed. Oh, I better quickly click this. I don't want him selling the market goods. I want to sell them myself. So make sure that is clicked off like that. And each time you hire somebody new, that will automatically be checked. Uncheck it. Do it yourself. Okay. So we'll see each other soon when we arrive at where it is we're going to arrive. Okay. Okay, my AI pilot's landed. By the way, you can also check sort of general status by the icon here. You'll notice he's now taxiing to parking, where then the next one I believe is unload. So we've got about a minute left, and then we can go to our market and sell what's there. This one, by the way, tells you exactly the job you're on. You're off to EDLG. This one, yeah, you're playing basically. This little icon here is unloading, disembarking. Notice, by the way, we've only lost 1% here. It was a really short trip. Tire pilots make mistakes and low health indeed, yeah. Here it gives you the rate at which they recover. Okay, I think that's it. If we now go to our marketplace, don't. We're now highlight, of course, your AI pilot. Here we are, we're at EDLG, and at LDLG is buying phones off us. So we started, I think, before we bought all those phones at about, well, you can check actually. If you go to here, your finance log, you can see, okay, we moving my pilot. No, that's, yeah, here. So we're about 274,000. So what we got now? Let's flog our 27. Here we go, and sell. Do you? Yes, indeed I do. So there we go. It's another 23,000 or whatever. So 293,336. So we made about 20 grand on that. Just, well, yeah, we didn't. Our AI pilot made it for us. Thank you, Ghost Rider. And of course, you just carry on doing that, really. Of course, bear in mind if you want to fly yourself, to give yourself enough money to make a profit yourself as well. But you'll notice actually, red here, I haven't even got my flight simulator turned on. So theoretically, you could just play Neofly, for hours on end without even jumping in your plane, with your AI pilots. Okay, which sometimes I do. Not very often, I have to say, because I do enjoy flying. But yeah, that is really your tutorial there on AI pilots. I believe as a cadet you're limited to just the one AI pilot, but I believe in you do get second officer choices for AI pilots. I believe you're allowed more than one after you've reached second officer, which by the looks of it is going to be 1 or 2 flights away anyway. But yeah, that's actually what we'll be looking at next video. So next video will be essentially we're going to see what we get as a second officer, see what different jobs are possible here. It lists a few, maybe do a couple of those jobs, different jobs, and um, go into more detail really on. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, what we're going to do, but it'll be useful. Anyway, thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, to be informed of the next video. And of course, I'd very much appreciate a like. Thank you very much.